Let's make japchae, which is a sweet potato starch noodle dish very similar to stir fry. Now we want to start off by marinating the shiitake mushrooms and beef with 1 minced clove of garlic, 1 teaspoon of sugar, pepper, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, followed by 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. Of course, if you are vegan or vegetarian, you can leave out the beef and just increase the amount of mushrooms. You can use other mushrooms as well. I'm actually not using shiitake mushrooms because I had these other mushrooms that I wanted to use up. Stir well together and leave in the refrigerator until we need it later. Now we're going to be preparing the egg. You just want 1 egg yolk with a pinch of salt and beat it together. If you want more egg, you can of course prepare more, but this recipe calls for just 1 egg yolk. Now after heating the pan, you want to turn it off and let the egg cook on the heat. By turning the heat off, it actually keeps the egg yolk yellow. We're going to cut this up later. And now we're going to prepare the main part of the dish, which is the sweet potato starch noodles. Some recipes say that you should soak the noodles first, but I found that soaking wasn't necessary. So you're going to cook this for 1 minute with the lid off, and then cook for a further 6 to 7 minutes with the lid on until they are chewy. Once they've finished boiling, drain them well and rinse with cold water. Transfer to a bigger bowl because this is where we're going to put most of the ingredients as we go along. Cut the noodles so that they're not too long. Now to stop the noodles sticking together, we're going to add some sesame seed oil, 2 teaspoons worth, followed by 1 or 2 teaspoons of soy sauce depending on your preference, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Mix well, and this will really stop them sticking together while we prepare the rest of the dish. Now I'm just frying some spring onions and white onion. You can use around 2 to 3 spring onions in slices and around a medium or a half an onion. It kind of depends on your preference, but the more you make this, you can decide how much ingredients you need for your portions and which vegetables you prefer. Now typically you use a pepper, some spinach or other green vegetables, and carrots. But like I said, you can use up any vegetables that you want that you may have left over in your fridge. But typically try to stick to a green vegetable, peppers and carrots. Now I'm basically doing the same thing with the marinated beef and mushrooms. I'm frying it until it's a good texture. You can cook it very thoroughly if you want to, or leave the beef medium rare. Now I've added all the ingredients that we've just fried, including the noodles from earlier, and mixing well together. Don't forget to slice up the egg that we prepared earlier as well. Now to serve, you want to add another minced garlic, 1 clove, followed by 1 to 2 teaspoons of soy sauce and 1 to 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Again, taste it as you go along to see whether you want to make it more salty, and you can add more salt or pepper as well. Now every version of japchae, whether you're going to make a classic version with the standard vegetables or combine your own vegetables, every japchae has sesame seeds to top off the dish, and you can eat it hot or cold. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy recipe, and maybe you'd like to try this as your Korean version of a stir fry. Enjoy!